Jai Hind everybody. So today I am starting the exercise 8.1 of class 9th. So this is question number 1. You are given the angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 3 ratio, 5 ratio, 9 ratio, 13. The angles of a quadrilateral are given in the ratio 3 ratio, 5 ratio, 9 ratio and 13 ratio. What are the angles given? So let the angles are 3x, 5x, 9x and 13x. Let the angles are 3x, 5x, 9x and 13x. Since the sum of all the four interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree, therefore the sum will be this 3x plus 5x plus 9x plus 13x will be 360 degree. Now we will add them 5x and 3x, 8x plus 9x, 17x plus 13x, 30x. 30x is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, the value of x will be this 30 will divide 360 degree. You will get 12 degree. Therefore, the angles are, first angle was 3x. 3x means 3 into 12, that is 36. Next angle was 5x. 5 into 12, that is 60 degree. Third was 9x, 9 into 12, that is 108 degree. And 13x, 13 into 12, which is 150 degree, 56 degree, 156 degree. Is it okay? So in this way, we can calculate the angles of a quadrilateral. Now this is question number 2. If the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal, if the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal, then it is a rectangle. Question is this: you are given a parallelogram whose diagonals are equal. So we have to prove that it is a rectangle. We know that since a rectangle is a parallelogram, if its all the angles are 90 degree. So what we should prove here? That the angles of the given parallelogram is 90 degree. When the angles of parallelograms will be 90 degree, then it will be a rectangle. So now just look at the figure. Let this is the given quadrilateral PQRS. This is the given quadrilateral which is parallelogram. This is given. This is a parallelogram in which the diagonals are equal. These are the diagonal. This SQ and PR. Since it is a parallelogram, therefore this side PQ will be equal to this one SR. Okay. This PS will be equal to QR. And the diagonals are given equal. This one SQ and PR are given equal. These things are given. Now we are taking these two triangles PQS and PQR. PQS and PQR. These are the two triangles. First one is this. This one, and another is this one. These two triangles. Just look here, what is here? Its side PS, triangle PQS. Its side PS is equal to QR of the triangle PQR. PQ is common in both the triangles. and the diagonals SQ is equal to PR. It is given. It is given if the diagonals of parallelogram are equal. It means SQ is equal to PR is given. So by SSS rule, because this PQ was the side, again this PS will be the side, SQ is also the side. By SSS congruency rule, triangle PQS, this triangle PQS is congruent to PQR. PQR. These two triangles are congruent by SSS rule. Now CPCT. If these two triangles are congruent, then angle this one, this angle, which angle? This. SPQ. SPQ is equal to RQP. RQP equal to RQP. RQP. This is the next angle, RQP. And where is RQP? This one. These two angles will be equal by the CPCT. Let these two angles are is equal to X. These two angles are is equal to X. We have taken here angle SPQ and RQP or PQR you can add. Both are equal. These two angles are equal. And this side PS parallel to QR, because opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Opposite sides of parallelogram are equal and parallel. So since PS parallel QR, then the sum of this angle, which is angle P, and this is angle Q. If side PS is parallel to QR, then the sum of angle P and Q will be 180 because they are allied angles. So therefore angle P plus angle Q is equal to 180 degree. Angle P means it was SPQ and this was RQP. RQP SPQ means angle P we are considering, and this RQP means angle Q. So then angle P plus angle Q is equal to 180 degree because they are allied angles. Now these two angles are equal, X and X. So therefore PS parallel QR will imply that X plus X is equal to 180. Therefore 2X is equal to 180 and X will be equal to 90. Therefore angle SPQ is equal to angle RQP implies that the angle P is equal to Q is equal to 90. What is the value of angle P? 90. What is the value of angle Q? 90. Again, since the opposite angles of parallelogram are equal, therefore angle R, this angle R will be equal to angle P and angle S will be equal to angle Q. Angle R is equal to P is equal to 90 degree and angle S and angle Q is equal to 90 degree. This is equation 1. Again, since PQRS is a parallelogram and its all angles are equal to 90. Now, this is a parallelogram in which all the angles are 90 degree. So, this is the definition of a rectangle. It means, therefore, it is a rectangle. Therefore, the given parallelogram is a rectangle. Is it okay? Now, this is question number 3rd. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other at right angle, then prove that it is a rhombus. the diagonals of a quadrilateral. You are given that the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other at 90 degree. Right angle means 90 degree. Then we have to prove that this quadrilateral is a rhombus. So now just look here. Suppose this is a quadrilateral ABCD. This is the given quadrilateral in which is two diagonals. This is the diagonal number 1, AC and BD. They bisected each other. It means this AO will be equal to this CO or OC, and this DO and BO will be equal. AO is equal to OC or CO and BO is equal to DO. This will be equal, and they bisected at right angle. It means all the angles. Which one? Angle AOB is 90 degree. This angle is how much? 90 degree. Similarly, this angle is also 90 degree. Angle COD is 90 degree and this one is also 90 degree. Is it okay? Angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to angle COD is equal to angle DOA. All these angles are equal to 90 degree. Is it okay? Now let the length of the diagonal AC is 2x. This I have taken. Let AC is equal to 2x and BD is equal to 2y. So therefore, AO and OC, they will be equal to x, and BO and DO will be equal to y. What is the length of AC? 2x. Therefore, what is the value of AO? This will be x or not? This will be x. This value of this will be x, and this will also be x. This is the value of this one, 2y. If they are bisecting at 90 degree, it means this BO is equal to y and DO is equal to also y. Is it okay? Now you have 4 right angle triangles. In triangle first, this one AOB, just look here, AOB. This angle is 90 degree. It means AP is the hypotenuse, AB is the hypotenuse, and using Pythagoras theorem, we can say that this hypotenuse square AB square is equal to this x square plus y square. AB square is equal to this AO square plus BO square, which is x square plus y square. So in triangle AOB, which is a right angle triangle, AB square will be AO square plus BO square, which is x square plus y square. Therefore, AB will be square root of x square plus y square. Similarly, in triangle BOC, again this is x, this is y. This angle is 90 degree. Again this is a right angle triangle. Again the BC will be under root x square plus y square. Similarly, in triangle COD, you can calculate DC or CD. That will be also under root x square plus y square. And finally, in the triangle DOA, what will happen? Again, this side is y, this side is x, and this angle is 90 degree. Again, we are using Pythagoras theorem. So, what is the value of AD? Under root x square plus y square. Under root x square plus y square. Now, from equation first, second, third and fourth, AB is equal to what? BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. Yani all the 4 sides of the quadrilateral are equal. So, from equation first, second, third and fourth, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. All these sides are equal. This AB is equal to BC, BC is equal to CD, and CD is equal to DA. All the 4 sides are equal, and this happens only in a rhombus. Therefore, ABCD is a rhombus. So in this way we can prove that the given quadrilateral is a rhombus. Now this is question number 4. Show that the diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other at 90 degree. Bisect each other at 90 degree. Suppose this is a given square A, B, C, D. This is a square. It means its all sides will be equal. Therefore, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. And all the angles will be 90 degree. Any angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D will be 90 degree. If ABCD is a square, then its all the sides will be equal and all the angles will be equal to 90 degree. Now, what we have to prove? The diagonals of a square are equal. Just look at the diagonals. This is the first diagonal AC and this is the BD. So what we have to prove? This diagonal AC is equal to diagonal BD. And the second thing, bisect each other at 90 degree. They bisect at each other at 90 degree. It means this AO is equal to CO. This we have to prove. This BO we have to prove to equal with DO, and they bisect at 90 degree. It means all these angles, angle AOB plus BOC plus COD and DOA. This angle AOB, all these angles AOB, BOC, COD and DOA. This we have to prove 90 degree. Is it okay? So what we have to prove? The first one, कि AC is equal to BD. Okay. The second one, AO is equal to CO and BO is equal to DO. This is the second one. And the third part is what? कि angle AOB is equal to BOC is equal to angle COD and is equal to angle DOA. All these are equal to 90 degree. Is it okay? Now, just take the triangle BAD and ABC. BAD, this one. BAD, this is the triangle BAD. And this is another one, BAC. Just look here. Its side AB is equal to side BC because they are the sides of square and sides of the square are equal. Its side AD will be equal to BC. Just look at this angle, angle DAB and angle CBA. This angle, this whole angle, I am talking about this angle DAB. Is it there? And CBA, this one angle. Just look at these two angles. These values are 90 degree or not? Because each angle of square is 90 degree. And the third one, look at the side AB. This side AB is common in both the triangle. This is common. This is the side of ABD and also it is the side of ABC. So this side AB is common in both the triangles. Therefore, this is the side, angle side. By SAS rule, the triangles are congruent. Which two triangles? Triangle BAD is congruent to triangle BAC. Then by CPCT, what will happen? This BD will be equal to AC. This BD will be equal to AC, and which are the diagonals of a square. So therefore, diagonals of square are equal. We conclude that if BD is equal to AC will implies that diagonals of square are equal. The first part is proved here. Diagonal AC is equal to diagonal BD. Now come to the second part. Now just look here. Suppose I am naming these angles. This is angle 1 This is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. These are the name of this angle. For a short value we are choosing. Now just look at in triangle AOD and BOC. AOD and BOC. Just look here. AD is equal to BC or not? This triangle AOD and BOC. AD is equal to BC is there. Sides of square are equal. Again, angle 1 is equal to angle 4 because the sides of square are also parallel. Sides of square are also parallel. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 4 or not? And this angle 2 will be equal to angle 3 or not? Because they are alternate angles. They are alternate interior angles. So therefore by, just look here, what we are choosing? This angle 1, this side this, and angle 3 by ASA rule. By ASA rule, this triangle AOD, this one, and this triangle BOC are congruent. Triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC. So therefore, using CPCT, what we can say that this part OD is equal to OB. If the CPCT is there, this OD is equal to OB and this OA is equal to OC. OD is equal to OB and OA is equal to OC. So it means what? The diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. From equation first, what we can calculate? Diagonals bisects each other. This is the result of first part. Now again, in triangle AOB and BOC, just look here, in triangle AOB and BOC, what is there? AO is given CO, already proved in equation 1. AO is equal to CO, just look here, AO is equal to CO. AB is equal to BC, these are the sides of square. Sides of square are equal. And the third thing, just look at the BO. This BO is common in both the triangles. So these are the three parts of one triangle which is equal to the three parts of another triangle. So by SSS rule, triangle AOB, this triangle AOB and BOC, they are congruent. In this way, the triangle AOB is congruent to triangle BOC. Then again by CPCT, what will happen? This angle AOB and this angle BOC, they will be equal. They will be equal and let they are X. Let they are X. Is it okay? So again by CPCT, angle AOB is equal to angle BOC, which is equal to X. Now just look at point O. Just look at this point O. What is there? This angle AOB plus angle BOC, that will be 180. That will be 180 because they are in a linear pair. Just look at these two angles. This is AOB and this is BOC. Both are in a straight line. So therefore their sum will be 180 degree. What we have taken angle AOB? X. What we have taken angle BOC? X. It means AOB plus BOC is equal to 180 means X plus X is 180 degree. Therefore X is equal to 90. X is equal to 90. What is X? AOB and BOC. Therefore angle AOB is equal to angle BOC is equal to 90 degree. This is equation number 2. Now just look here. Angle COD, this angle will be equal to angle AOB because they are in like this. They are vertically opposite angle. It means angle COD will be equal to AOD is equal to 90 degree, and angle AOD will be equal to BOC. AOD will be equal to BOC, again 90 degree, because they are again vertically opposite angles. So therefore angle COD is equal to AOD is also 90 degree. Is it okay? Now what we have? Angle AOB is equal to BOC is equal to COD is equal to AOD is 90 degree. This is equation second and this is equation third. All these angles are 90. This one, all these angles are 90 degree. So from equation first, second and third, what we can calculate is that diagonals of square bisect at 90 degree. Bisect each other at 90 degree, you can write. The diagonals of square bisects each other at 90 degree. Is it okay? So that's all for today. Thank you very much.